Hi, we're Ben and Maria Canfield.
So we found ourselves in a season where we knew the Lord was calling us into another season of ministry, and we wanted to be involved on the mission field, and that really comes from kind of our own personal story.
So since I was a little girl, I had a deep longing to be on the mission field in a context where the gospel was not.
In the process, the Lord kind of put Puerto Rico on the map for us. A lot of it, if you talk to the other churches on the island that we're partnering with, there's a lack of true gospel understanding. And there's even some influences of prosperity gospel happening on the island. We talked with churches that were in Puerto Rico, Spanish-speaking churches, and they were saying, hey, we need an English-speaking church here. There isn't an English-speaking church in whole regions of Puerto Rico.
We have 4 children who are all actually very excited about the move to Puerto Rico.
Our family wants to be a part of adoption, and there's actually an adoption center really close to the location where they were saying there's a need for a church plant.
In the same way that God the Father has adopted and loved us, we want to do that for children. And
we truly do believe that if anything is going to happen for the sake of the kingdom of God, it's going to be by the power of God. It just means we have to depend on Him in every way. So prayer is really crucial to our endeavor. It's crucial to us because we need God and we just aren't capable of doing anything apart from Him. So one of the things we've loved about being at Gospel Hope is their heart for prayer. And so we're gathering people in our home to pray and to seek God's face together. What we're doing here is exactly what we want to see God doing in Puerto Rico. We want Him to be meeting us as we gather together. We're experiencing His presence and we're seeking His face to do a movement of His gospel and of His word in that place. There's a common misconception about church planting that we're just going to go plant the church, but it actually doesn't happen that way. Like, first of all, we want to preach the gospel, make disciples, and out of that will come a church that will be planted. So we're really evangelistic in our aims. The real need is for the gospel to go forth and to transform lives. So we're going to preach the gospel, make disciples, and out of that we'll hope to see a church planted. Because of your partnership with us, it's going to enable us to preach the gospel, make disciples, in order to bring people together to follow Jesus wholeheartedly. And that's our passion, and that's what we know God can do because of your partnership.